Now that a Labour Party victory is official in the UK, I'm just going to talk about some of the several implications for Africans living in the UK and those looking to emigrate into the UK. Just a few key points to consider. If you're an African living in the UK, a couple of things to consider. Immigration policies. Labour is traditionally known to be more progressive when it comes to immigration issues compared to the Conservative Party. It could mean a more compassionate approach, maybe, towards immigrants, potentially easing some of the restrictions that currently occur and improve conditions for those already in the UK. Labour also often prioritizes social welfare programs, which could ultimately benefit African immigrants by providing better access to healthcare, education, and housing. Again, improved social services can help with integration and overall quality of life. Economic opportunities as well. So Labour also tends to support policies that promote fair wages and workers' rights, which could lead to better job opportunities and working conditions for African immigrants. Now, for those that want to japa, you are in Nigeria, you are in Gabon, you're in South Africa, you're trying to transition into UK. Labour has proposed to review and potentially overhaul the current immigration system in the UK. This could include more pathways for legal migration, making it easier for Africans to move into the UK, whether you're coming for work, you're coming for study, or for family reunification. Labour has also advocated for more humane treatment of refugees and asylum seekers. It will be interesting to see what will happen with the recent Rwanda program that was launched under the last government. Africans fleeing conflict or persecution might also find a more welcoming asylum process under a Labour government, but that remains to be seen. Still few days in power. Labour might relax some of the stringent visa regulations imposed by previous administrations, facilitating easier access for skilled workers, which I personally think needs to be reviewed and overhauled, students and families from Africa. Now, what are the potential challenges based on all the things I've said? Number one, public sentiment. Changes in the immigration policy might not immediately change public sentiment. There could still be societal challenges regarding integration and acceptance of African immigrants. Now, you can promise a lot of things, and politicians have been known to promise different progressive things when they're campaigning for power. Now, the actual implementation of these policies can be challenging. Labour would need to navigate bureaucratic hurdles and opposition to actually pass the bills or pass the policies that would be able to effect meaningful change. And then the elephant in the room is money. How are they going to fund it? Right? You need funding. And I think that economic constraints could limit the extent and speed of implementing these programs that I've just mentioned, affecting their impact on African communities. So going back to the immigration policies, I talked about looking to manage, Labour looking to help the process, whether it's from the fees, whether it's the number of points and the criteria you need to meet before you come to the UK. Labour Party intends to manage migration levels by working closely with the Migration Advisory Committee. While they haven't set specific net migration targets, they plan to introduce measures to control immigration, including reviewing the skilled worker visa salary threshold and retaining the ban on care workers' dependents. So that is going to continue. The Conservative Party, you recall, had a ban on care workers, dependents, that they couldn't come with them. Previously, they used to be able to come, families used to be able to come together. But there was a ban on that, and Labour is not going to change that. Labour would maintain the current skilled worker visa system, but with potential adjustments to salary thresholds think the current salary threshold, I think, is £38,000 and per annum, sorry. And conditions from hiring from abroad. They emphasize training UK-based workers to fill high-demand roles, which could impact the availability of work visas for Africans, because if they're pushing more for UK-based workers, then why are they going to give you a visa to come from, from Africa? The recent increases in the minimum income requirement for family visas are concerning for the Labour Party, and they will retain the ban on international students bringing family members to the UK, like I said earlier, which will ultimately impact Africans who plan to study or bring their family to the UK for any kind of family reunification. So in summary, this Labour win suggests a balanced approach to immigration with efforts to reduce the overall numbers while ensuring economic stability and social integration. This means there could be more structured pathways for skilled workers, but tighter restrictions for family and student migration. So in one way, this is getting better, but then if you want to come with your family, it's harder to come with your family. So I don't know, it remains to be seen. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. Please share this content to as many people as possible. Give this video a big like, and I'll see you in the next one.